Salut Eric, c'est Pierre, voilà. Je te présente le nouveau Fuji X100 Mark VI.
Hi, Eric Gibaud, ericgibaud.com, and I'm so nervous. For many of us, it's a really important day. I recorded like 10 times the introduction. I still fail, so it doesn't matter. I say as I can, okay? Today, 20th of February 2024. 4 years ago, Fujifilm presented the Fujifilm X100VI. Actually, it was a 5, it was a Mark V. And today they present the new one, the Mark VI. That could be, call it VI or V or Vi or whatever you want to say, okay? That's the new one, okay? Luckily, I must tell thank you to Pierre from Digiphoto in France, who actually could, with authorization, of course, pass me all the information to create this video. And right now is in Japan at the X Summit in Tokyo, and he has passed me pictures, exclusive content that can show you the camera, I can show you things. And more news. I sold my X100V in November, and I regretted every day since, okay? So within a week to 10 days, I will have my X100 Mark VI with me, so I will be able to show you more personal, tested more in depth, okay? But I'm going to tell you all the information, what's new, what's the evolution, and also some small exclusive content. So let's start. I could start singing, but I'm afraid it's going to rain, so I'm going to just say happy birthday Fujifilm. 90 years old, that's not small, okay? That's some kind of years, okay, on the market. So it's important because 90 years is not, it's a lot, okay? That's great, but also because there is a special series of this camera, a silver series with a special engraving, only 1,934 units. They can be bought only on Fujifilm website, no shops, nothing, and it's not much more expensive than the normal price, okay? I suppose that when you see this video, they will be sold out already, okay? But just happy birthday Fujifilm, happy 90 years, okay? In this video, I'm not going to start debating whether it's expensive, the price many people were paying for the 100V secondhand, all this. That's another story. This is a cult camera, and this is not the topic, okay? So I know some people would like to speak about this, but I'm not going to speak about that. I want to speak about the new camera, what it brings to us, and if some people will be interested or not in this camera. I am, okay? So this is the idea, not to start speaking about if it's worth it, not worth it, okay? Each person can decide, okay? So the big step ahead. A new sensor, 40.2 million pixel on X-Trans 5 APS-C format. Actually, what they've made is like a small X-T5 within this X100VI, okay? So that's good news because we know this sensor is great. We've seen it on the X-T5 and the X-H2. So I was really happy to use it. I really liked it. So I'm happy it comes into this camera, okay? Second point, and I think this point is probably the feature that will make many people move from the X100V or the F or the S, whatever version before this one, to this new version. It's the IBIS, in-body stabilization. 6 stops. It's not 8, it's not 7. 6 stops is not bad. Why? First, the lens has a central shutter, leaf shutter, so it doesn't vibrate much. But for people who want to use this camera to also do video, not having the IBIS was problematic. They had to use a tripod or a gimbal, so they would be so happy to have this stabilization. 6 stop in this body size, they didn't make it thicker, well, maybe 1 millimeter, I'm not sure, okay? It's really incredible, fantastic, so great news. And as we speak about video, they also bettered the video side of the camera. Now it does 4K 60p in 10 bits. Before it was maximum 30p in 8 bits. So for people who want to colorize their movie, their video in post-production, they will be happy about that. And in full HD, it goes up to 240 frames per second. So really a big step ahead. So I would say actually that very often some brands, they make you wait like 2, 3, 4 years, and what they improve is mainly video, where they don't really improve much photography. In this situation, this camera, they've improved both. So I think many people will be happy if they upgrade to see that it's not just video that is getting better, it's also photography side. So I think this is great. One thing that made Fujifilm really famous is the film simulation. And many people use them, love them. So the latest version, it's a Rila Ace. It was available only on the X100 Mark II, and many thought it was just only possible on this medium format sensor. No, it is also in this camera. You have 20 film simulations, so I think many people will appreciate that. Not everyone uses them. Some people just use raw file and they don't bother with this simulation that give you a JPEG. It's all baked, it's ready, okay? But so many people love it. So I think getting this 20 simulation is really, really good news, okay? Yes, I said, it's like a mini X-T5. So obviously you also get the improvement of the autofocus using AI. Now you will have more subject detect, more faster, better, all this, okay? I will test it myself, but I've seen it on the X-T5 and on the X-H2. Fantastic. So I think it's great you now have this in this camera. Another point that many people would like to know is, yes, but I had the X100V or the F, and I've got some accessories. Can I use them? Are they compatible? Yes, they are. The TLC, which is the tele lens, I think it's equivalent 50 or 70 millimeter, I'm not sure, is possible, okay? And the wide angle version, the equivalent 28 millimeter, equivalent full frame, also, if you have it, you can mount it on it. So really good piece of news. If we speak about the lens, 23 millimeter is the same lens, okay? Equivalent 35 millimeter on full frame, opens from f2 to f16. It has a leaf shutter, so that's great, doesn't vibrate much. This is why you could drop speed a lot making pictures, okay? But the problem was on the video side, but now, knowing that it was for photography, it was something that was really easy to lower the speed, and now you can actually use also the IBS. It's going to be incredible, I think. We'll test it, but I think this is fantastic. You also have ND filters, real LD filters, 4 stops. Actually, when you look at the lens, when you see like a small click that goes in there, and that really cuts light. So fantastic for people who want to open the lens at f2 and still cut light. That will be fantastic. The lens still needs to have a filter to be weatherproof. I don't know why they kept this system, maybe for space, or maybe to stay compatible with the accessories. I'm not sure, okay? But you will still need the filter to get it weatherproofed, okay? For me, that's not a problem, but well, that's it. I have to say it, okay? Because that would not be fair to just not say it, because many people are curious about this. The minimum focusing distance is 10 centimeters, which is great for people who actually want to make really close-up pictures, like almost macro. That would be great. The ISO goes from 125 ISO up to 12,800, and you can push it down, pull it to 64 or push it to 61,200. We've seen the result on the X-T5. I will test it again when I get mine, okay, but that will probably be the same, okay? Burst rate 20 frames per second. This is really good news with electronic shutter. For people who do street photography, action photography like this, they will like it. Also, the better connectivity. Now you can connect to Frame.io, so to send it to cloud. So this is fantastic for people who do actually reportage or and need to do collaboration work on the files, whether it's video or photos. As long as you have a Wi-Fi connection, you can actually push it to your account, cloud account, and people who have authorization, obviously, can use it. So this is a step ahead in the way of using this camera, no doubt. If we look at the history of this camera, in September 2010, the first X100 came out with 12.3 megapixel. Then in January 2013, the X100S, S stands for second camera, with a 16.3 million pixel sensor. Then in September 2014, the X100T with 16.3 million pixel. Then in January 2017, the X100F, that stands for fourth version, 24.3 megapixel. And then we had a problem. The lens was not quite good enough for this megapixel, So this is why in 2020, when they presented the X100V with a 26.1 megapixel sensor, they put a new lens. Some people may be worried if this lens can cope with 40 million. I got no doubt about it, because I've tested my 26 million pixel and cropping all this. I think there is no problem. We'll try anyway. But I think there's a big step ahead, because they've bettered the sensor resolution and also added the IBIS. So now we have a great camera in our hands. I'm not getting in all the details of the camera, because I've made several videos about the X100V, and this video is more for people who want to know the difference between the X100V and the new one. But still, for your information, if it's first time you hear about this camera, I think the big difference, what it makes it really stand apart from the rest, with its cousin, the X Pro series. X Pro series, you can change lenses. This one you cannot. Is the viewfinder. It's actually like a triple viewfinder. You can use it as an optical viewfinder. Actually, imagine a hole with a glass, and you look through, like a M Leica, for example. And this is incredible. You really see so clear. It's incredible. Then you can put it in digital viewfinder. There's a small plate that comes in front that covers the glass, and then you will see like if it was any mirrorless camera. And then you have the hybrid. Actually, you have the optical viewfinder that is see-through, and there is a digital overlay in the corner, so you can actually see both at the same time. In some situation, like really close-up, it's interesting, it's useful. So I think this viewfinder is, the way you use it, make it really special. I love to use it as optical viewfinder, and not so much the rest, And also the way the camera looks makes it so special, so retro, so different. I think this is why for many people this camera is magical. So honestly, I think they've created a new monster, a new cult camera. I'm sure many people will love it. And one thing about the lens, the fact that it's leaf shutter, it synchronizes flash at all speeds. So for many people who want to use flash in street photography, that can be incredible to be able to really open the aperture maximum and still synchronize your flash, because the speed can be really high. That's fantastic. So for me, this cult camera needs to be tried. I love it. I want it now. I will have it, I think, within 10 days. But honestly, I think yes, they've made a new great camera in this format. It has its sister, the X Pro. I don't know when the X Pro will come out, the new version, if it comes out, But honestly, I think many people will love it. So if you're interested in this camera, my advice is don't wait, because I'm sure they're going to sell them straight away. And maybe there will be some serious waiting list, because people wanted the X100V, now wants this one, So also there will be some cheaper X100V at last, But if you're interested, book your, do a pre-order, because otherwise it's going to be really hard to get it, Yes, I'm really happy to see this new camera. I really want to try it. Well, it will be mine, and to use it. So thank you so much, Digit Photo, for passing me the information. Thank you to Pierre for being in Japan, passing me this content so I could show you something. But soon I will show you a new video with the camera in my hand. I can test it. Sorry guys, on social networks I published when Pierre was in the plane. He sent me a picture from the airport. Many people thought I was flying. No, it was him. Actually, I tagged Digit Photo on the pictures, but well, many people, their imagination just started to fly, okay? So thank you so much for all of them. Thank you to you for watching the video. If you feel it may interest other people, please share it on social networks. If you have not done it yet, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. The small button down here and also a small bell. If you click on the bell, get notified when I upload a new video. My website, ericgibaud.com. If you have any question, can leave a comment below. I'll also leave you links of my gear on Amazon, links of everything I reviewed by K&F Concept, Sandmarc, and Flashes by Westcott, more affiliated links, and also a link to my PayPal account in case you wanted to make a donation. Thank you very much. Please take care of yourself and see you soon. Bye.